Okay, kittens, this is the last video tutorial for Microsoft Word certification. And if you made it through all 6 parts, you'll definitely do okay on your Word certification test. You know, I can't guarantee that I covered everything that's going to be on your test. There's multiple versions of each test, but I covered enough to get you through it. And if you play around with Microsoft Word and you kind of pair it around with like Gmetrics and stuff like that, or different programs to help you kind of practice, or go to gcflearnfree.com. You'll definitely get through that test. It's not that bad of a test. So let's finish this up. For list number 32, continuing this right where we left off. So make sure that you have grabbed the document called lists from your account, or from my website, certifix.weebly.com, or from the attachment in this video. And if you like this video, subscribe and make sure you like this video. All right, and let's keep it going here. Under the communication report section, reconfigure the list values to begin with number 1. All right, so check this out. Communication report section. If you guys scroll through this document called lists, there's a section here called communication reports right here. It starts with 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003. So they want us to just kind of start this at 1. All right, so I'm going to right click right on the numbering value, the first numbering value, which is 100. And I'm going to say set numbering value, and I'm going to just take this down to 1. Boom, boom. All right, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all it wants you to do there. All right. Add a scroll horizontal shape with the text class starts at 9 o'clock. Align it to the bottom center of the page. All right. So bottom center of the page right here, we're going to insert a shape called a horizontal scroll. It's right here. We're going to click and drag and draw this horizontal scroll. It says class starts at 9 o'clock exclamation point. Make sure your text looks just like theirs. All right, so right there, class starts at 9 o'clock. Align it to the bottom center of the page. All right, bottom center of the page. So check this out. I'm gonna click on my actual shape, and under drawing tools format, we have a lot of different alignment options here, and then we have a position here, and under our position we have something that says bottom center. All right, so position in the bottom center with square text wrapping. And I think that's what it wants. Bottom center of the page, right there. All right. And all the text is going to kind of wrap around it now. That's kind of what I think they want us to do because it says bottom and center. I don't think they're going to want us to go to the alignment options here and say align bottom and then align center. I don't think that's what they want. I think they want position, align bottom center because they put it all in one question there. All right. So I think that's kind of what they want you to do on your test. All right, and you won't have this bulleted list kind of messing you up a little bit. It should kind of pop in right there on your test. So let's move on. All right, use the go-to feature to navigate to the 5th heading and delete the first paragraph under it. All right, so use the go-to feature. We're going to say Home tab, find. We're going to say go-to the 5th heading. So if you scroll down here, we can actually navigate to a heading. And over here into the heading number, I'm going to enter the heading number 5 and say go to. It's going to navigate me and put my cursor right in front of where it wants me to delete. All right, so it says delete everything under the heading, I think. Use the go to feature and delete the paragraph under it. So it's talking about this whole thing. It wants us to delete this whole thing, communication report that we just renumbered. So when you say go to, remember, you can go to all kinds of different things. You can go to pages, you can go to sections, line sections, bookmarks, which we covered earlier that are just hyperlinks, or you can navigate to headings in your document. You can actually name the heading you want to go to. So let's see what the 3rd heading was and say go to. This was the 3rd heading in our document. That's probably the 4th heading. So if I navigate to the 5th heading, it's going to put my cursor right in front of it and I just delete it. All right. And that's what you want to do. Below the board of directors in the side heading, insert the contents of the Meet Your Audience rich text format file located in the Documents folder. So you need to download this Meet Your Audience RTF file from your Classcraft account or from wherever it's attached. It's also attached to my certifix.weebly.com and my YouTube page. So what we're going to do here is we're going to be inserting an object, a rich text format. Below the board of directors in the side heading, insert the contents, Meet Your Audience RTF. RTF stands for rich text format. All right, so let's go ahead and find out where it wants us to do this thing at. Right here, I have a little space called Board of Directors, and it wants me to insert a document called Meet Your Audience. So let's go ahead and see, did I put it in here? I did. Here's Meet Your Audience. Download this thing because you're going to need it to the desktop. It's called Meet Your Audience. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my document. I'm going to go to the Insert tab, and under Objects, I'm going to say Text from File. I know it's Text from File because it's RTF format, which is Rich Text Format, and there's Meet Your Audience. I'm going to say Insert, and literally it just says Meet Your Audience now under Board of Directors. All right, that's the entire thing that was under, that was in that entire document. It's just a way to put a document inside, an already existing document inside your Word document that you're editing. And remember, if only text format. So if I'm inserting anything else, like an Excel spreadsheet or an image or anything else, I can go to Object. If it's an image, usually I'm going to go to Pictures. Only if you see like insert a file with the file name DOC or DOCX or RTF would you say rich text format. Only for text, only for documents would you use insert object text from file. Everything else is insert object. All right. And that's it. It says, oh, we got one more. Inspect the document and remove any personal information. So whenever you're inspecting the document, you're going to go to the File tab, and under Check for Issues, you're going to find Inspect Document. I always say this, just say yes, inspect for everything, don't uncheck anything, because in the long run, what they want us to do is just remove document properties and personal information. So you'll see a lot of remove options here on your test, and I might have already done it to this document, which is why we don't see remove all, just document properties and personal information. What I would do, I would see a little button like this right here. And what I would do is just click and say remove document properties and personal information. And then I'm going to come down here and say close. You're not going to hit reinspect. All right, I don't have it on this document for some reason. I must have already done it. But you should see a remove all. So again, when you're adding properties to a document, it's under the File tab and it's on the right-hand side. And you come over here and say Show Properties. And you can add properties to the status field, the categories field, the subject field. If you're removing properties, you say Check for Issues, Inspect Document, inspect the whole thing, and just remove whatever it is they want you to remove. All right, so that's the end of this test review, guys. I hope you were able to hang out with me. I hope you learned something, and in the long run, I hope you passed your certification test. It'll make you feel good. Have a good day.